What is a trauma bond? So I'm sharing this information because I could have done with having this video a few years ago. I went through a few trauma bond situations, and so here are some signs. There is an intense push-pull dynamic. Now, when you Google this, you may be told this is part of a twin flame and this is part of your spiritual ascension. And what I want to tell you is it is not in a trauma bond. It is always about your own growth and healing. So, intense attraction, a push-pull. This might be your first ever spiritual relationship. Someone else who gets signs and synchronicities, or you're connected psychically to each other. So, we have these conditioning and childhood wounds that exist within us on an energetic level. And what happens is I actually see these as like physically little dents in our aura. And what happens is when we go through an awakening process, when we work on ourselves, these wounds become clear and apparent and on the surface. And so we become an energetic match for that wound within us. So in our life, someone will come in, there'll be this intense attraction, very instant connection with this person, and this attraction that you are feeling is actually your wounds being triggered, and it feels like excitement. And certainly for me at this stage, I hadn't done a huge amount of nervous system regulation, and I did not know the difference between dysregulation and excitement. So these connections come in, they are attracted to these wounds, and it feels exciting, it feels like attraction. But what is happening is usually they have opposite wounds. So for example, you'll find anxious and avoidant attachment styles coming together because those wounds in your aura are attracting and becoming a vibrational match for that person. What we'll usually find as well in these connections is that it mirrors like a parent or a caregiver from when we were children as well. And this is all an invitation to heal that wound. So it's about doing shadow work on these wounds and healing these wounds. And when we heal these wounds, so usually this is about self-love a lot of the time. I think all of my trauma bond experiences have been about self-love. When we heal these wounds, we heal these like holes in our energetic field, and we start to vibrate at the level of unconditional love. And what happens when we do this is we become an energetic match for someone that can love us unconditionally, because we are vibrating at that frequency of unconditional love. And this is how I met my soulmate when I went through this trauma bond experience, and I healed those wounds in me, and I was in that place of epic self-love. This is when it happened, and this is the truth about how we find our divine partners, if that's what we choose, and that's what we would like. It is all about us working on ourselves and then being that vibrational match. It is not about this intense triggering and push-pull dynamic that is showing you a wound within yourself, and these people are there as gifts to show you those wounds that you need to work on in yourself. So I hope that provides a little bit more information about trauma bonds. Any questions, let me know.